Now let's look back at the trial in Brunswick in the death of Ahmaud Arbery. And we want to talk with our First Coast News legal analyst, LaToya Williams. And we thank you for joining us tonight. A big issue in court again today is potential jurors not showing up for jury duty. Some 60% of people summoned are no-shows. And one of the defense attorneys, the one for William Bryan, saying there aren't enough, in his words, white men over 40 without college degrees in the pool. So he's saying that's not fair. It won't be a jury of their peers. What is your analysis, your reaction to that?
I think William Bryan's attorney has been really creative as far as his arguments are concerned. I think I got a chance to listen to a little bit of that motion, and there was no case law regarding it. He could not present any of that, but said that he may present some at a later point. My position is that you usually do want to have a jury of your peers. That's the quote-unquote term for this, right? But does that ever happen? No. And do they still have the opportunity to exercise strikes for, other ones who they don't think fit the jury pool? Yes, you still have that. So again, I think he's pretty creative with his arguments. That's about the most that I can say about that.
Well, let me ask you, for people who don't show up for jury duty there in Brunswick, is there a penalty for that?
I mean, you got to remember, a jury summons is a court order, so they are, presumed to be there. And when you don't follow a court order, there's several things that a judge can do in that particular case. They can go and get them like they had to do last time, say, hey, come on, you need to come on. They can issue an order to show cause, and they can also hold them in contempt. And yes, there could possibly be fines and jail time depending upon what that person's reason for missing that jury duty was.
Let's talk about opening arguments. They could begin in a couple of days. So let's talk about the strategy. What would be, if you were in this courtroom, the key sentence or the key succinct thought that each side should say to the jury, and then try to stick that in their minds from the get-go?
A key sentence is hard. We're lawyers, right? We talk a lot. But as far as the state is concerned, I think the state is going to have to essentially just tell the story exactly as it is. I think that there was a motion or something for the state to be able to use the actual video. I think they want to, if they can use the video in opening statements, then that's going to be this huge wow factor. Although these folks on the jury have already seen and already know what happened in this case, to be able to re-show them and then to take and succinctly state what the charges are and why your facts in this particular case make it to where these defendants are guilty of the charges is going to be what they need to do as far as the state is concerned. The defense, as far as William Bryan's attorney is concerned, I think he's going to have to make sure he sets them apart from those other defendants, right? My client was, just essentially an innocent bystander. He got all of this on recording. I mean, hey, if he had not came and recorded this on his cell phone, we wouldn't even know what happened to Ahmaud Arbery, right? And as far as the McMichaelses are concerned, their only defense here is that citizen's arrest law. So I think that they're going to have to make sure they hone in on that. And then also maybe as well bringing out some of the good characteristics about these two, because they've already been seen as, there's already been a bad light shed upon them, essentially.
Do you think we'll begin those opening arguments by the end of the week, before the week's out?
That's the hope. I hope so. With us only needing 9 on today, even if we got through half that number and we could possibly finish up on tomorrow and maybe get those attorneys into exercising their preemptory strikes between Tuesday and Wednesday, then I think we could possibly be hearing opening statements on Thursday or by the end of the week.
All right. Thank you so much. That's LaToya Williams, our legal expert, giving us her insight into this trial in Brunswick. We appreciate your time, LaToya.
Thank you.